match goes ahead on a pitch where last February Aston Villa's Tony Morley scored the BBC's goal of the season. But Morley hasn't scored now for 12 games, and it's that sort of lean spell which has cost his colleague Gary Shaw his place in today's Villa lineup. After losing to Ipswich in the League Cup, Everton make 5 changes. In goal, Neville Southall replaces Jim Arnold. At number 4, Mark Higgins is preferred to Mike Walsh. At number 7, Alan Irvine makes his debut because Steve McMahon is injured. It's Peter Eastoe at number 10 for Alan Bailey, and Paul Lodge at number 11 for Eamon O'Keefe. Neville Southall cost £150,000 from Bury last summer. 23, and so too is Alan Irvine, who came in the close season as well from Queen's Park in Scotland. Indeed, Irvine and Southall were the first 2 players Howard Kendall signed for Everton, and the manager himself today plays in the same team. Referee Colin Seal, who's just had a run around the pitch. It's actually very hard in one goalmouth and much softer in another, but it's a compliment to the Everton ground staff that the match goes ahead, and a vindication of the heating system, which is in fact the third that they've tried here at Goodison Park. The first 2 were not successful, but this one looks as though it's going to be. And it's Everton who play from the left in the first half, wearing the white shorts. And he came in on that. Hooked back in by Ross. That's Des Bremner with the overhead, and it was Sharp with the header. And there may well have been a player offside anyway. Eastoe being marked by Blake. Oh dear, Sharp's in. And here's Eastoe. Didn't get any power in his shot. And the chance went much to the relief of Noel Blake. Well, Blake's back pass intercepted by Sharp. Rimmer came well to meet him, but when the ball came back off the goalkeeper, Eastoe had an opportunity which perhaps with match sharpness he might have put away, but he's been out for a while and he didn't strike the ball well. Aston Villa lying 17. There's Eastoe, there's Lyons. Was he shoved? Penalty. Penalty to Everton. Lyons fouled. Donovan has continued the protest for so long and so fiercely that I think he's in trouble. Lyons, who got up into the Aston Villa penalty area, he was shoved, and Donovan was so incensed by the referee's decision that he's going to be booked. Now, last season, at this same end, Trevor Ross scored from a penalty against Jimmy Rimmer. Same little scenario between those 2 will take place once Donovan's booking has been recorded. Lyons, who gave a penalty away, curiously, in that corresponding match last season. So I wonder whether the battle of wits between Ross and Rimmer will bear fruit on either side. And Alan Evans has said something to the referee, and I think he wants a word with him now. Rimmer is shouting in. Villa's protests continue. Evans in trouble this time. And the Villa players would do well to go away because the referee's in no mood to prolong the argument. But it looks to me as though Des Bremner's name is going in now. Well, he's spoken at length to Bremner as well. So Ross with the kick, and he misses it. Donovan needn't have been so vociferous after all. Trevor Ross not striking it cleanly, he scuffed it rather wide of the post, although Rimmer anyway had got in the right direction. Well, Ron Saunders knows Goodison well. He was an Everton player, and I must say between these 2 clubs you always seem to get incident, and today so far no exception. Hard life for a ball boy in weather like this. Lyons it in. Mike Lyons coming off the near post for the corner, taken by Lodge. Lyons got the flick header on it. It went beyond Rimmer. And there were two Everton players on hand to make absolutely sure it was in. 21 minutes gone. The Everton captain, the only ever present in the side this season, gets the telling touch there to make up perhaps for the missed penalty, which Ross won't feel so bad about now. Well, coming then, a good time for Everton, just when that early rush appeared to be lacking any true reward. Got it back well. Donovan's at the near post, and Southall holding on in a cluster of players. One of whom was Donovan. So at half-time, Everton leading by a goal which said much about Mike Lyons' presence in the penalty area at set pieces, and that made up for an early penalty miss by Trevor Ross, number 8. Those the two main incidents in the first half. Well, that's not the new Goodison Park dance. That's a way of keeping warm when the temperature is below freezing and you're standing on the terraces. There's one other way of watching football, and that's to sit in the opulent surroundings of the new executive boxes. And what a contrast between the people in there and those out in the cold. Everton fans hoping the Lions goal might be an omen. His only other goal this season came here against West Brom, and Everton won 1-0. Stevens had pushed well forward also. I do like the look of Alan Irvine, I must say. It's got past Gibson there. Lyons in the box. Irvine again. Another decent cross. Lyons again. Well, it was a gamble putting him in today. Howard Kendall admitted that, but Alan Irvine came down from Scotland in the summer. Looks to have some potential on the right-hand side for Everton. Lyons has made his customary way forward. It's aimed at Eastoe. Nice flick. Here's Lyons. It came off Evans. It's still free to Sharp. And again, the presence in the penalty area of the Everton captain sends the opposing defence into all sorts of disarray. Mike Lyons again causing problems. He didn't quite get his shot in there. When the ball came loose, Sharp certainly did, and it was just wide. On by Geddes to Donovan, and Bremner can shoot here. Those aren't easy for goalkeepers on this sort of pitch. Bremner, who got a couple against Nottingham Forest recently, and Neville Southall showing how to get the body as well as the hands behind the ball. Eastoe, Sharp. Eastoe! Oh, he's hit the bar! Sharp's coming in for the rebound, stopped by Swain, corner. But Eastoe, the man who got 18 goals last season and who Everton have missed so badly this year, hit that magnificently. It beat Rimmer, and it almost broke the crossbar. Swain beats Sharp on the jump for the rebound. It was a spectacular effort, that, and Everton have a corner. Away by Blake, on by Bullivant, Ratcliffe, Kendall, Ratcliffe again. Irvine, nice turn. Pulled it back to Sharp, who couldn't make it. He might now. It's Kendall with the shot. Oh, foul surely there on Swain inside the area by Lyons, I fancy. Here's Irvine. There was nobody coming in on it, but it'll be retrieved by Lodge. Ross is well forward here, number 8. Came off him, and that was Eastoe! retrieved it. Ross came through. It came back to Eastoe, and his finishing was sure. A nice return for Peter Eastoe. And it looks like being a return of 3 points for Everton today. Central characters in that Everton victory. One man who's played over 600 league games, the player-manager Howard Kendall, and one who played his first today, number 7 there, Alan Irvine. But a compliment to Alan Story and his ground staff, the groundsman here at Goodison Park, for getting the pitch playable thanks to that piped heating. The conditions held up surprisingly well, and Aston Villa, the league champions, go into Christmas only 2 points ahead of the bottom 3. Everton 2, Aston Villa 0.